Hello and welcome to this video course, Giveaway CPA. Now in Giveaway CPA, we're going to be discussing how you can use the principles of CPA marketing in order to generate additional profits to those that you're already generating using this method. And like most CPA strategies, this one is going to be dependent on your acceptance into one particular network. And that network is going to be a very special network because of the nature of the leads that the company is trying to capture. In many cases, the internet marketers who are watching this course or listening to the audios will already have a list suitable for this network. And the reason is because the network or the method is dependent upon you being able to capture entrepreneur leads, which you probably already have as an internet marketer. And because of that, driving traffic is going to be different, yet easier than starting to learn a non-business related niche such as weight loss or dating or health related issues. This is a network that you can use and start with something that you probably, as a marketer, you already have. And here's what's even better about this network. You will not be asking individuals to purchase anything. You'll be asking them to sign up for tools that are already in their best interest. And this is the nature of CPA, getting people to enter their name and email address or giving up their contact information. The company who's generating the leads accepting that lead and then being willing to pay you because you're really giving them a qualified lead. And so this is CPA at its best, and still this particular network is going to make it special because you're going to be able to over and over again give tools to entrepreneurs, yet at the same time you'll be able to generate commissions every time they sign up for a tool. So let's get into Giveaway CPA in the next video. Welcome back to Giveaway CPA, and in this video we're going to be discussing a very basic sense for what we're talking about in CPA marketing. Now in short, CPA marketing is called cost per action marketing. And in cost per action marketing, there is a network or a company that acts on behalf of a larger company or many companies, and that network's job is to generate leads for its customers. So in other words, a company will hire a CPA network to generate leads for them. And then that network recruits individual marketers like you to help them to generate leads. So the marketer does all of the promotion, the marketer does the blogging, the marketer does the pay-per-click, the marketer does all of the associated attraction-oriented features in order to get people into a marketing funnel. And the marketer generates these leads on behalf of what's called the CPA network. Now, if you want to see a number of different CPA networks and the kind of offers that they have available, you can check them out at a website called offervault.com. And a brief visit to offervault.com will give you as much of an orientation as you probably need. If you just scroll through, even before you really take a look at offervault.com, you're going to see right on the front page, you're going to see an offer name, you're going to see the payout, you're going to see a network, and you're going to see when it was last posted. And for the most part, as a marketer, you're going to be looking for different offers that fit your particular niche, and you're going to put those offers in front of the people that you are able to generate inside of a marketing funnel. And then they will then become the lead of not only the CPA network, but then also the CPA network's company that is trying to generate the lead. And you'll see that some are oriented toward mobile, some are more oriented toward pay-per-call, some are oriented just toward email. And so as many ways as there are to generate traffic and find people, there are CPA networks and offers available for those who want to do business in that way. Now, leads always have associated with them different rules according to different networks. And so every network is going to be different. Every offer is going to be a little different depending on how they want the lead to come in. And your job as a marketer is to use those limits or to use those methods in order to bring the lead in, because the company generating lead knows how they want to use it in order to build their business. So you really do have to follow the specific guidelines. If it's a mobile offer, you use that way. If it's an email offer, you must use that way. And so you'll find those inside of Offer Vault. Now, in many cases, you can be part of multiple networks if you choose to generate leads in multiple niches. Now, as we get into the network we're going to be talking about in Giveaway CPA, it's special because it really does follow all of the traditional ways in which we know how to generate traffic as internet marketers. It follows email marketing, it follows blogging, it follows driving traffic through pay-per-click and driving traffic through social media. So you won't have to know lots of different methods. You'll be able to use those methods that you have traditionally learned and known with Giveaway CPA. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video. Welcome back to Giveaway CPA. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the actual network for the method, and it's going to be called Rev Response. And Rev Response basically gives away business-oriented information to entrepreneurs and corporate executives for them to be better business people and smarter in their business or in their niche. Now, the offers that Rev Response makes available range between special reports to white papers and to software. And so basically, the company calls itself a B2B traffic network. Now, your job in using Rev Response is going to be generating giveaways to the entrepreneurs so that the CPA network can find the right kind of people for the company that's actually hired them. So in many cases, you'll have a company like Adobe, you'll have a company like HubSpot to hire Rev Response in order to generate leads. And your job is to find the kind of people who would want their information or who would really be their customer. Now, payouts are typically determined according to the nature of the lead. So obviously, if you're going to be generating a lead that's going to be spending a higher amount of money with the company, then that lead's going to be worth more. It's very easy to understand. And in some cases, if the lead is probably not going to be spending as much, then the lead will pay, but it won't pay as much as those leads that are going to be spending lots of money. Now, the network also gives away, and this is what's really powerful, industry trade publication. So if you can think of any trade publication across any different business specialty, Rev Response actually does generate a lot of the giveaways and generates a lot of traffic to those trade publications. And because this is so important, we're now going to take a look at the site that really does give you insight on the range of those trade publications called tradepub.com. And at tradepub.com, you'll see the range of different industries that Rev Response actually uses in order to attract people into certain marketing funnels. For instance, here on the front page, just as we decide to take a look, you'll see a military and aerospace trade publication. You'll see Website Magazine, which is a trade publication. You'll see Sound and Communications, which is a trade publication. You'll see NASA, or National Aeronautics Space Association. They have a trade publication. You can go inside of the food and beverage industry, or any of these industries. Just if we were to click inside of the food and beverage industry, you'll see a number of different trade publications. And so when you think of the business people that would be working in these industries, that would be interested in these publications, those are going to be the people that you are going to want to attract into your marketing funnel so that they will sign up for free information. So it's probably a good idea to take a look around tradepub.com, and then we'll then go into the actual network where you are going to be generating leads and referrals for Rev Response. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back to Giveaway CPA. And in this video, we're actually going to be going inside of RevResponse so that we can take a look at offers and payouts. Now, understanding that you haven't yet applied, we're going to go ahead and log into RevResponse, and we're just going to go to the login area right here. And now that we are inside of RevResponse, what we're going to do is we are going to go inside of the offer catalog so that we can take a look at the actual offers, and you'll even see some of the offers here in the live offer feed. And sometimes these are the most recent offers that are being made available. Sometimes they're the most popular offers that are available, but we do want to take a look at the actual catalog. So let's go to the offer catalog here. And what you're going to see right away here is that RevResponse is going to be giving you information about different offers and about whether or not they tend to be highly converting. They'll give you that information based on the stars. They'll also tell you how many leads that they can give away that are left. Now, the thing that you want to be most concerned with is you want to be concerned with being able to find offers that fit your audience. And so you can do that by just going to the topic area, clicking this area, and then you're going to see all of those different places that we saw on tradepub.com. They're going to be the same categories that you see here in RevResponse. Now, in particular, most of us are already involved in both marketing and information technology. So just to get started, as well as sales. Now, what we can start by doing is just taking a look at the marketing offers by clicking the plus button here. And then you're going to see that marketing offer section broken down into advertising, promotion, and branding, channel management, and these areas. Now, when you think about these, you want to think in terms of both corporate and individual marketing companies and agencies. So you have to think broader than the individual marketer inside of a business opportunity. Now, we're going to go ahead inside of the advertising and promotion area. And then you're going to see an even further breakdown. You're going to see B2B marketing. And most of these are going to be offers that you might think would be concerned with those who are in the offline space. But in particular, if that's your audience, you're going to be able to find offers to fit them. Demand and lead generation. So these are categories that you're already going to be familiar with when you see these categories and offers. So let's go ahead and just go inside of internet marketing. When we do that, we're just going to click the submit button here. And then we're going to click the search. And what you're going to see here is you're going to see the particular offer. You're going to see how hot or how cold it is. And you're also going to be able to see how many leads that they have left to give away. And as you might imagine, some of the leads that are of a higher dollar amount, they're going to be limited in the number of leads that RevResponse can actually pay you for. But in those that are probably mid-tier or even a little smaller, they're going to be a little more readily available. And so in this particular area, you're going to see topics that you're probably familiar with. For example, here's one that says content marketing. You're probably familiar with that term and who would be looking for that kind of information. In this particular case, you see one that says great mobile user experience. It's all about your audience. Again, you're going to be able to see and you're going to be able to get a sense for who's going to be interested in that particular offer. Now, of course, what we did was we went very specific in terms of what we were looking for, and we looked for probably offers that would be those that we are familiar with. We can go outside of those areas and go back into the topic area and to find other areas. If we can specialize in any of these trades or any of these industries, we are going to be able to find offers to fit the people in those areas. And so once you're inside of RevResponse, one of the things that is a good idea to do is to take a look and to see which offers fit the audience that you want to specialize in. Now, of course, we can also specialize by country. We can specialize by offer type. And let's take a look at offer type. Now, we can tell which of these offers are going to be trade publications. Some of the offers are going to be white papers. Some of the offers are going to be ebooks, and some of the offers are going to be webinars and podcasts. So you're going to be able to, again, get a sense for what kind of content you're going to be able to give away in order to get people on. And in general, webinars might be a little more difficult, but podcasts can be easy. Ebooks can be easy. And then white papers tend to be a little more corporate. Publications and subscriptions tend to be within specific industries. So once again, it really does depend on what kind of industry you're in and what kind of lead you are going to look to monetize. So now that you have a sense for the RevResponse network, we're now going to take a look at doing an actual application to become part of this network so that you can begin promoting the offers inside of here. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back to Giveaway CPA. And in this video, we're going to be talking about applying to the RevResponse network so that you can begin to promote their offers. Now, one of the things that you're going to want to do right away is you want to make sure to read RevResponse's rules. And we're actually going to be doing that in this video because they really are and really do hold the key to your being able to successfully apply to the network so they will accept you to promote these valuable offers. Now, the other thing you're going to want to do is to make sure to read through their terms. And these are pretty boilerplate terms that you would have with any CPA offer. We're not going to go over that in this video. We encourage you to read that and read it completely so that once you are accepted, that you don't begin to generate commissions and then have those commissions either extracted or taken away from you for violating any of those terms. So again, we're not going to go over the terms in this video. Once you're accepted, we encourage you to read those terms. Now, you are going to actually be applying as a publisher, and that's going to be pretty important. And let's take a look at the rules as they stand and as they're stated by RevResponse. When you apply to RevResponse, owning your site is going to be important, and RevResponse does require it. So you do need to have a site that you are not only the owner of, but that you are in control of. And this pretty much means that when you register your domain, you want to make sure that if possible, you have a domain where your name or your company's name does show up so that when you make application, it's going to be fairly obvious that it is your company, it is you that actually controls the domain name if they go and they look through the who is area of the domain. So that is something that's possible. It doesn't happen necessarily all the time, but it is something that you want to be prepared for when you make application. The other thing is that you do want to have control over the site, and they're going to verify that typically by putting a file on your site or in some way. They're going to want you to verify that you can control the FTP, that you have the right to put something on that site, and that they can verify that with a file. Now, this is going to be, again, a fairly easy process if you've already done this with WordPress, if you've already done anything with your web work. But again, the most important thing is that this really does not need to be something like WordPress.com or Blogger.com or any site that you do not have explicit control over to go in and change something whenever you want to. They want you to be not only the owner, but in control. And this is in general. You want to try not to use a new domain, one that is newly registered. If possible, try to use one of your domains that's already been in existence, has a little age to it. It has it's been around for a little while. Now, again, this is not always going to be possible. In some cases, you might be new to internet marketing. You might just not have a domain that you haven't been using. But again, try to use a domain that has already been around, that's already been established. If you can use a website that's already been established and getting business-based traffic, that's even better. Now, there is something that we do need to mention here with respect to your domain, and you want to avoid domains like things that say instant cash or things that would communicate the same things that might be appealing to people who want to make money right now. Again, this is a business professional oriented network, and you want to cater to that as you make your application. Now, RevResponse requires that your site should be live, it should be functional, and it should be updated. So they're going to check your website. They're going to want to look at it to see if it's something that you're posting to, or at the very least, it looks like there is activity, that there looks like there is traffic. They're probably going to want to go and check something like Alexa. So again, this should be a website, if possible, that you're already using, right? That's already getting traffic. So if make sure that it's one that at the very least that they can go to and tell that you are an internet marketer, that this isn't something that you're just kind of dropping into, that it's something that is part of your business. What RevResponse wants to do is to help you to monetize existing traffic. Now, in some cases, it's not going to be possible if you haven't been doing this, but at the very least, you want to give the appearance that you're already getting traffic and you're looking to monetize that traffic with RevResponse. They want you to be able to find traffic, and it should be obvious to them that your site, that your business model is relevant to B2B, right? It's relative to B2B. And so if you don't have any idea of what that means, here's what you can do to get familiar with what a B2B site looks like. Go over to the Warrior Forum and JVZoo and check out the websites of marketers in the offline niche. Right? And when you do that, what you want to do is you want to check out their marketer to marketer sites. So in other words, look at the websites of individuals who are in the offline niche and they are selling information products to other offline marketers, right? And they're going to have offers on the JVZoo network. So you should be able to look at them and kind of get a sense for what it is that they are actually doing, what it is that they talk about on their blogs or on their website. Now, the other thing that you want to do, and again, we're talking about what you're going to do in order to create the kind of website that's going to be acceptable to RevResponse. You need to be able to tell them that you have B2B traffic or that you can get it. And one of the other ways that you can do that is you will find that many of those same offline marketers are going to have websites where they market their services to small business. And you want to take a look and see the things that they are talking about on their site. You want to take a look at the look of their site. And when you make application to RevResponse, if you can, you want to mirror some of those things, mirror some of the discussion, mirror the look on some of the sites. You are making application to a business-to-business network, and it's important that you give them not just the impression, but that you understand their market, because they want you to be successful in generating the right kind of leads. They don't want to turn over leads to their customer that maybe we're not fully thought out, that we're not the right kind of leads. They want to make sure that they invest the time in accepting you, that you are able to generate the kind of leads that's going to make them look good as a network, and that they can actually pay you for and make you a happy publisher in their network. Okay, so as you make an application to the RevResponse network, there is a link in this slide presentation. There is a link in the PDF, and you can click the link that says, make sure to read RevResponse's rules. You can actually apply and start your application process to RevResponse. Understanding those rules, you can be successful in being a publisher on the network. Understanding that this is a business-to-business network, and you want to make sure that you give the appearance and that you give them confidence that you're going to be able to generate that kind of traffic. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back to Giveaway CPA, and in this video, we're going to be talking about finding those giveaways that fit within the internet marketing niche. Now we are back inside of RevResponse, and so what we're going to do is we want to go back to the offer catalog. And in the previous video, we did look at the term internet marketing, but now what we want to do is we want to find some offers that you can use in order to monetize traffic that you already have right now if you're an internet marketer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go first inside of the topic area. And then we're going to start looking inside of the marketing area. And when we do that, we're going to stay general. We're going to click the submit button. That's going to bring us back here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through offer type by offer type. And the first offer type we want to look at are going to be webinars, podcasts, or more, because we know that internet marketers tend to like webinars. So let's go ahead and go to the submit button. When we do that, then we're just going to go and click our search. And once again, let's go ahead and do the webinars here. And that's going to bring us to a number of different webinars. Now, if you start to scroll through some of the results, you'll see there are only 22 results. So we've got a nice little segment that we can actually look through and pick the ones that we think are going to be viable. And here is one that, again, is going to be probably something that internet marketers might be interested in. 96% of all emails campaigns fail. Don't let yours be one of them. Okay, maybe return path to optimization, but that might not necessarily be something that, again, internet marketers that you and I know would be interested in. Here is one that here's how they boosted their page views, 473%. Again, a webinar that might be of interest. And so the way to really do this in terms of monetizing your existing traffic is to start your search general and then to look through each particular area to find those things and publications that you're going to be the most comfortable promoting. So if I go back here to the top, I'm going to go back to offer type. I'm going to untick webinars. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for subscriptions. Right? And typically these are free subscriptions. So you're not talking about having someone to actually pay for a subscription. You're talking about having them subscribe to get it actually sent to their home. Now again, you want to kind of take a look at the particular publication to see if it's something that's going to be worth your time to promote. Let's click the submit button. And then let's go and let's click the search button. And you're going to see a number of different areas here that might be of interest to your audience. One website or one magazine you've probably seen before being promoted, Website Magazine, and the payout's going to be $1.50 for everyone that signs up. You're also going to see Sales and Marketing Management, again $1.50 for everyone that signs up, and then a Direct Response Magazine. So again, these are all areas that you are going to be able to find people that are going to be interested in. Here is one that talks about blogs in the B2B space. Once again, this is going to be, and you'll actually see that this particular offer is one that converts pretty well, as does website. Well, it actually converts better than Website Magazine, but it does convert as well as some of the others here. And again, the stars really mean that they are converting extremely well. This isn't necessarily rated. They are rated by these offers that are particularly popular and those that actually convert. We're going to come back here to the white papers and reports, and we're going to take a look at them, and we're going to click search. You're going to see that the white papers are going to be probably the payouts are going to be higher, but I think you can tell that you're probably not necessarily looking for a particular business opportunity-based internet marketer. You're probably looking at an offline or an agency marketer. But again, if you have those people on your mailing list or you have contact with these people, you are going to be able to generate commissions with some of the titles. And again, white papers are good because white papers don't necessarily take up people's time in real time. So in other words, they don't have to be any place in order to benefit from the content. Now, every marketer understands that when they sign up for these documents, they're actually going to get called by someone. So they understand that they're going to get sold to. What your job is going to be is to find the people who are going to be interested in titles from Adobe, right? Titles and in particular, things like this mobile marketing survey. And even though this might be probably for more of a corporate manager, you're going to find a number of people in the offline space who are going to be interested in this mobile marketing survey. We're going to come back to the marketing area and we're going to go to the offer type, and this time we're going to look at ebooks. And then we're just going to click search. And you're going to see here that there are ebooks that are available. And once again, the selection is larger. Some of the payouts are higher, but you are going to want to make sure that you understand the titles. Right now, one question that often comes up is, can you apply to your own link? And the answer is no, but it is a good idea to go to some of these publications and get them. And typically, you can find some of these publications on the actual site. Right? If you go and Google the title, you can actually get the report. And that's a great idea if you want to be able to promote it, is to actually get the publication. Now, after having taken a broad look at marketing, we're going to now take a look at another broad category that a number of internet marketers will probably or may be interested in, and that is sales. And we can actually take a look at that category also. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go and click the search button just as we did before. And the titles are going to be a little more sales oriented. They're probably going to be geared more toward the offline niche, but again, you are going to be able to find some titles in here that, again, are going to be interesting to your particular audience or the internet marketing niche. So by going through those topic areas, going through the marketing topic area, the sales topic area, and then in some cases, if you can't find anything, you may want to go through the retail topic area. Those are going to be the areas that are going to be closest to the areas that you will be able to use your existing traffic in order to monetize. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back to Giveaway CPA. And in the next 3 videos, we're going to be talking about traffic strategies. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the first traffic strategy to get traffic to your CPA offers in the RevResponse network. And you want to go where the B2B traffic already is. And of course, no other network or no other place has as much B2B traffic existent in it than LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is a business and professional network. There are so many strategies on how to get clients and customers from LinkedIn, but what you're looking for are people who are going to be interested in improving themselves in business. And so you want to be able to attract the people that are already existent on the network. And of course, you can do that in LinkedIn in a number of ways. One of the best ways to do that is to create content. And you can actually create content within the LinkedIn network. You can create articles, you can create videos, you can create slide presentations, anything that really communicates valuable information. This is what you're going to use in order to attract people to your offer link. And so you want to use LinkedIn in a way that attracts people that are already in the network to a particular content area. You can also use, in the same way that you use your content post, you can use your status update. And of course, on LinkedIn, it works just as it does on any other social network. When you place an update about something that you recently found out, you can actually put that in the LinkedIn network to the people that are connected to you, and they will see it. Now, they can decide to click on your link. They can decide to click on the rest of your status update, but you're going to be providing a link to either a blog post or you're going to be providing a link to the actual offer. So once again, LinkedIn, using the content post and the status update, and of course you can use the paid advertising area. Now, paid advertising is not as robust as it is inside of areas like Facebook. However, the LinkedIn network is robust enough to get targeted traffic from business professionals. Now, the thing with targeted traffic and these offers is that you must actually know what converts before you start paying for traffic. So it's probably not a recommended strategy for CPA marketing in this particular way. And in LinkedIn, you can actually join groups, and joining groups that are going to be in the area in which the publications that you're going to be promoting are in. So when you look at a particular niche, if you're going to be inside of the automotive niche, then you want to start thinking about those publications. If you're going to be inside of the marketing niche or business niche, you want to think about those publications. The LinkedIn network is really wide open because it gives you access to those areas and those networks where you are going to be able to match the area, match the group to the publication you're promoting. Now, when you think about those that are going to be on the tradepub.com site, match those up with the groups that you're actually going to be looking at, and then post inside of the groups where the traffic is. Now, in addition to LinkedIn, you're actually also going to be able to use niche-based forums. And if you think about niche-based forums like the Warrior Forum, but yet inside of other niches, you are primarily going to be using your forum signature. So again, you are going to be able to draw people to your signature and have them click on the signature and be taken to your offer. Now, of course, the downside to this is that you can only use one offer at a time. So you want to choose the highest converting offers. But again, if you're inside of a niche-based forum, you are really focused on one particular topic area, and you're going to be promoting a limited number of offers anyways. You can actually probably find ones that you're going to be able to rotate in and out based on how well they convert. And of course, in a niche-based forum, you can always create forum-based content. That means that you're going to be participating in the forum. You're going to be answering questions. You're going to be starting threads. You're going to be starting conversations inside of the forum. And so the question then is, how do I create the kind of traffic or the kind of post inside of a forum that people are going to come and see my signature? How do I do that? Well, one way to do that many people have used over time in the forum as a marketing strategy is called the wounded butterfly strategy. So you are actually going to the forum and you ask for help. Now, you don't want to go and state a really simple question that is simple to answer that's going to be an insult to the people in the forum. You want to ask an intelligent question and one that takes some of the more seasoned people inside of the forum to answer. So think of those questions that, again, are stumping people. Think of those questions that really require some of the experts to come and answer, because when the experts come to answer, then others are going to come to want to follow and to see what the experts have to say. You can also use your expert status. So you can post to a niche-based forum and you can give people valuable information. And when people want to hear more of what you have to say, they'll click on your forum signature to find out more. Okay, so again, you are going to you're going to forums where you know the traffic already is, and they're already related to the offers that you're going to be promoting. And inside of these forums, you're using the wounded butterfly strategy, the expert status strategy, and again, you can also use direct advertising. So with this particular strategy, again, you are going to where the traffic is. Okay, and then again, the place where most professionals are going to be hanging out, going to be LinkedIn, and then also you're going to be able to go to where that traffic is by finding particularly niche-based forums. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back to Giveaway CPA, and in this video, we're going to be talking about traffic strategy number 2, attracting B2B traffic. Now, in this strategy, you are going to actually be looking to try to get the traffic to come to you. Now, in the last strategy we talked about going to where you know the traffic is. In this particular case, we're talking about building a niche-based home base for you to be able to attract traffic to. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to have to decide on a niche, because you can't create content and you can't create bait and you can't create all those things for every niche all over the place. So as you look inside of the tradepub.com site, or you look inside of RevResponse, you need to decide on a niche that you want to target, that you are going to be able to generate content in, that you are going to want to do research in and really be interested in. And then what you want to do is, just as you would do in any case, if you were creating an information product, if you were trying to find customers, if you were trying to find clients, you need to find the problems in the niche. Now, your job is to be a little more anonymous than you would be if you were looking for customers, but you do want to find out what it is that people are talking about. What are they concerned about? What are they trying to solve? What is it that they are anxious for? Because again, naturally, if they're trying to solve problems in this area, they are going to be looking for all kinds of information, and they're going to go and get as much information as they can, and they're willing to get 2 and 3 different perspectives, which works to your advantage as a B2B content or a B2B CPA marketer. Now, once you've done these 2 things, and these 2 things must be done first. You don't want to go and look for the offer and start backwards, because you may or may not be able to attract the traffic. You may or may not be able to want to build a home base in the niche. So you want to start with 1 and 2 before you find that related offer inside of Rev Response. You then want to use sites like Amazon Unlimited or Help a Reporter, or any place where people want to be interviewed or are already publishing. You want to start finding experts to interview about those problems and about the things that people are really looking for. And what you're basically giving the person that's being interviewed is exposure. What you're giving the people who will be coming to listen, you're giving them the opportunity to come and have their problem solved. Now, again, the equation is a little different if you're not necessarily looking to monetize the appearance of the person who you're going to be interviewing. But if you are using this solely as a strategy to attract people that are going to be signing up for these offers, you can be a little more liberal in giving them the ability to make an offer, or for them to be able to talk about their particular publication. And once you do that, once you have this expert or series of experts or people that you're going to be quoting, you are going to be putting content together in the form of podcasts. You're going to be putting them together in the form of YouTube videos and blog talk radio shows. These are going to be content pieces that when you're consistent, you're going to be drawing people to come and hear your content, and you're going to expose them to the offers that you're going to be promoting in Rev Response. And of course, the more content you do and the more consistent you are going to be developing an audience that is going to be interested in your offers, because you're focusing on the problems that they're having. You're not just going in random and you're getting people in order to talk about things. You're getting people to focus on the pain points, on the problems. And so once you do that, you're going to be sharing that content on social media. Right? You're going to be putting that content, taking your podcast content, your YouTube content, your blog talk radio content, even your blog content, and you're going to be sharing it on social media. You're going to be sharing it on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and every place where there are B2B people. Now, again, this is a little different than the other strategy, because once again, we're really looking to attract the traffic to our home base. We're looking to attract them to our blog. And even if we have a podcast and we have videos or we have blog talk radio shows, ultimately we want people on our home base, on our blog, because we want to be able to show them relevant offers. And this is why it's important for you to build one niche that you're going to be interested in, and finding the multiple offers that are going to be available to people for that niche. Again, Rev Response has B2B traffic, or has monetization pieces for B2B traffic. Your job is to bring the niche-based B2B traffic to a place where they're going to want to come back based on the fact that they're getting their problem solved, or at least addressed on a routine basis. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back to Giveaway CPA, and in this video we're going to be doing the third of our traffic videos. We're going to be talking about traffic for the long term and working inside of the Giveaway CPA niches. Now, one of the things that Rev Response allows marketers to do is to allow you to recruit other marketers. Now, let's take a look at that. It's called referral inside of Rev Response. Once you're in Rev Response, what you're going to do is you are going to go inside of the referral program. And once you see that, what you're going to do is the first thing to do is just check out how to earn referral cash. And what you'll notice is that you're going to earn 20% of all the earnings that they refer over their first 6 months. So the way to do this is that you are going to then want to go into the referral badges here. And of course, you can post any of these banners on your actual website. And of course, if you want to use the link, you'll just go inside of the HTML code and grab your particular HTML link that is peculiar to your particular account. Now, of course, if you're talking about traffic in the long run, you are going to want to collect names and email addresses of the people that you are generating for leads. And this is going to be important because you want to run this as a business. And in some cases, you're going to be generating traffic specifically for CPA offers. And in other cases, you're going to be using your existing list anyway. And so this is going to actually supplement what you're already doing in information marketing, what you're already doing, because it's going to be easier to get people to actually sign up for these deals because, again, they're not going to have to pay anything for it. They just got to sign up and actually get information that they already want. And so the more consistent that you are about attracting visitors, the more consistent your commissions are going to be. So this is going to be the kind of thing where if you are consistent about your content, consistent about attracting visitors, and then driving them to the offers, you're going to be more consistent about getting people that are going to be paid commissions for you. And look, your ultimate goal is to work with this network, right? So you don't have to do some of the normal tricks that you typically would have to do with a CPA network. You really only have to work with the network to get people into things that they already want, right? And so you are monetizing traffic you already have. Now, again, if you don't have a niche, it's a good idea to start developing a niche anyway and then monetizing that traffic. For those of you who are offline marketers, it's a great way for you to be able to monetize your traffic. And you do want to be careful about joint venturing for traffic. In the same way, again, make sure you're reading the terms very carefully about how they want the traffic and how they want the leads. In terms of things like lists and other areas like that, you want to be careful with those things. Make sure they line up with a particular offer. Make sure they line up with what RevResponse wants before you invest in anything like solo ads or anything of that nature. And that goes along with this thought. You only use paid media when you know what's converting. So the way to get traffic is typically going to be organically and monetizing existing traffic. Now, once you know something is converting and you know what works, then you want to then start investing in how you can scale it up in terms of being able to send more traffic faster by paid media. But again, you have to know that when you send traffic there, you're going to have a decent number or decent amount of people who actually get to the page who are the profile of the person that you're actually going to be getting with that paid traffic is going to be converting. So again, you do want to have some things in place before you start using paid media on a large scale. Now, the people that actually get the offer, they're going to be they're going to actually be going to a squeeze page and a landing page. So if you send them to another landing page before that landing page, that may be redundant, and you want to be mindful of that if your traffic is not converting. And of course, since the traffic is niche specific, you want to work in areas where you already have competitive advantages. So as you are starting to look to build a traffic network and monetize the traffic, again, as it would be the case if you're creating information products, work in those areas where you already have an advantage. If you already know how to create content in a certain area, or you already have an audience in a certain area, it's best to leverage that first before you start looking to branch into the other areas, because it's easy to actually start to get into profit and then use that profit then to fund different areas that are related but just not necessarily the same niche. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back to Giveaway CPA, and in conclusion, RevResponse is a CPA network for business professionals, and that means that if you can drive business-based traffic, you should be able to find offers that fit the traffic. So if you're already driving business-based traffic, you're just going to add on these offers as an additional way of monetizing. If you don't have anything that you are looking to drive traffic to, this can be a viable way of driving people to something that may or may not be a hard sell, because people are going to be getting information that they already want to solve, problems they already want to solve. Now, if you're an offline marketer, you already know where the traffic is, and now you can monetize those people that are not quite interested in your services. So not everyone who wants to come to your website, not everyone who comes and looks at your marketing materials, they're not ready to buy all of a sudden. And sometimes they're not even interested in more information, but they will be interested in information that they think is going to solve their problem. So you can monetize that traffic. Now, if you're an online or affiliate or business opportunity professional, you will be able to follow these same trails left by offline marketers. In other words, wherever and however they're stating their case in order to get clients, wherever they're finding traffic to find clients, those clients that they cannot monetize, you will be able to capture those clients and give them information for problems, again, that they are looking to solve right now. Now, the key is, as is the case with any CPA marketing strategy, is to find a niche and then stick with it. So this is going to be a strategy, again, that will work for you, but it's not going to work across every niche if you do them all at the same time. You will need to find a niche. You will need to find an area. And as you can see, there are lots of areas inside of RevResponse. Find one that you're going to be able to monetize and work with it. And of course, the thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure you've looked at the payouts. You want to make sure that the payouts are going to be consistently worth your time. So if you're going to stick with a niche, if you're going to dive into a niche, make sure you're looking at the payouts in RevResponse to make sure they are consistently worth your time, so that when you do actually get someone and you do start getting people to sign up and opt in, that this will actually monetize the time that you put in to generate the campaign. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you either in another video or another course.